Hey there, Sugar Lips. We're going to do a quick portfolio update today. I'm not going to dox my portfolio or all the coins, but I'm going to give you a general idea of what I think you should be doing right now and how you should be positioning yourself. Okay. Now, firstly, the first thing you should be offended by is that there is a red background behind this text. This is very offensive. We only deal with Pumpermental Green, but I had to do it at the start to grab your attention. Now, I have 90% core, 10% lottery, okay? 90% core. And by the way, I am sick of this text. We are changing it up right now, baby dolls. This has to be done properly. 90% core. We're going to focus on this right now. This is the most important part of your portfolio. I don't have all the coins in here. I've just identified here something that you can lean on. 90% core. Now, some of you have smaller portfolios, and don't you dare ignore this part. I know what people do. They come in, and what they do is they ask me, hey, how high do you think coin A, B, C can go? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Uni. And what they do is they go to the highest reward one in the best case, and they go put all their $5,000 in it. That is not what you're doing here. You are still surrounded by FUD with me. The sewer of slimy grifter FUD all around. The Fed. Vladimir Putin's going to release a new cheesecake and everyone's lactose intolerant. Oh no, Donald Trump's going to get arrested. The SEC, Alphabet Soup. All of these things are fuel for the bull market. This is what you want. This is how you know you're still early. Don't go thinking about lottery tickets yet. I'm going to give you some lottery ticket names and they're going to be added, but these are poopies. You know what? We're changing right now. This is going to be a poopy emoji right now. Before we even start, let you know, lotteries are poopy and they are risky and they change so much. You're going to focus on your core, and I have the logos here. As a base case, friends, what I expect is, and I hope I'm wrong, Bitcoin, let's just say one day Bitcoin is like 100K, and what we're going to say is as well, Ethereum equals 10K, 6.6x. We're going to put, say, Link is like $140, 20x, okay? Maybe Hex is $1.60, 20x, right? So these are just the basics to do this. And this is, these coins left to right, this is the risk curve, all right? As you increase your risk, you probably get higher reward just because they're more newer, little more nuances required. Now, remember, most of the community consider these more risky at the very end. If you do your research, which means just watching my videos, following me on Twitter, like and subscribing, bell button all, and hugging your mum for me, if you do your homework and you're prepared, you will understand that as you uncover more information and you learn, your risk actually drops because the risk of the unknown is removed slowly. Now, you can't know everything in the future, but this helps you dramatically. Huge, right? And you get an edge over other market participants, okay? So this is what I just want you to think about. So most of you have smaller portfolios, and look, this is just me. You can sleep at night with Bitcoin and Ethereum in 90% of your core portfolio. That's okay. I'm just telling you, if I had between 10 and 30 grand, knowing all the information I know, I would not have any Bitcoin and any Ethereum. They are way too deep into their cycles. I am here too many hours of the day to be throwing all my money in there and praying that I'm going to be holding them for another 12 years, etc. That's just personally me. If that helps you sleep at night, all the power to you. That's okay. The best portfolio is the one that helps you sleep at night. So I'm just throwing out random numbers here. I hope I'm really wrong. I really hope, friends. So this is the Bitcoin chart. I hope Bitcoin does not stop at 90K. I hope it goes up and busts to 200. I hope it does that. But we also got to be accounting for, what if it goes up here and then actually just poopies, right? What if it goes up here but poopies all the way down and then comes back up, right? Goes back below 12K. I know these scenarios scare you. We don't really know, man. What if it just can't go anywhere? What if there's no euphoria? You got to plan for these. So my friends ask me, how do you plan for this? How do you plan for this? Do you get short up the top? No. You plan for these by front running the crowd. You plan for these by commenting down below and confirming our friendship. That's how you plan. You buy further along the risk curve and you do the homework. You do the investigation. You spend hours and hours here thinking, deep philosophical thought, drinking your orange juice, making sure it's not room temperature. You got 3 ice cubes. You straighten your back. You throw all these necessary ingredients and we spend all these hours here and we're like, hey, I am comfortable with this community. I am comfortable with this application, okay? So Chainlink, I've made videos on it. I think it's going to like $400 to $600 one day in the future. I don't know if it's going to happen in the next cycle. I sure hope it does. Uni's controversial, UNI, Uniswap, because it's a useless governance token, but I think there is enough insiders, politicians, affiliated people in there to keep it alive. And Aave as well, okay? Aave as well. But I just want to show you, right? Before you even do anything, friends, always look at the, look at here, always look at the ETH ratios for these coins. So that's why I'm considering these low risk. Why? These are pretty cheap, friends. These are pretty cheap. So this is not even the full chart. This chart is Uni ETH, okay? I had to manually construct it to get the full one, right? So what I did was I typed in Uni USDT and I divided by ETH USDT. This is the historical one. So a lot of people look at this chart and they go, oh, yuck, it's so bad. No, it's not. This is what you want. This is free money, right? Now, I don't have Uni, I have Link, but it's the same chart, okay? This is free money. From the top down here, you're down 85%, and people like will be depressed, but no, this is actually what you want, which means if you throw in like one Ethereum here, and you get it back up here one day, you get 5.75 Ethereum back. And if you hold that Ethereum to about 10K, you will have like $57,000. Isn't that amazing? From a one Ethereum investment. So from like $1,800 into 57K if this works out. Wouldn't it be great if it actually breaks this at the top? That's possible as well if Ethereum has its third cycle curse, right? So this is what I'm looking at. This is where you should be focusing. I have Hex here as well. Everybody did the PulseX, Pulse Chain Sacrifice. Don't stress too much about these. I have Poor Pleb here included as well. You can decide what you want to do with the ratios, all right? Don't go all in on one of them. You're going to regret it big time. So the other part is the 10% lottery. But before I continue the lottery, I've got to reiterate, okay? We are still in poopy land, all right? We're still in the poopy land prices. You have the luxury of buying core portfolio coins and holding them the whole way. It is not a boring thing. It is a luxury. I hope you get this through your mind. You can sleep at night knowing that when Bitcoin, let's say if Bitcoin goes up all the way down and then we have like this big FUD and it gets scary and all these red candles, all this wishy-washy, I am comfortable sleeping at night with my sweet little Chainlink and Hex, knowing that, oh, it's okay. You can throw whatever FUD you want at me. I'm comfortable with this strong growing network community. Everybody thinks we're a Ponzi scam, useless coin, religious cult. Everyone squirts water pistols at their face and everyone's wearing fluffy slippers, okay? That's the place you want to be. It helps me sleep at night to know that. And that's the place exactly where you'd like to be positioned. But you can only sit through this FUD if you buy in this zone of friendship, friends. This is not a zone of disgust. It's a zone of friendship because you get friendship prices. You get the highest rewards down here, okay? So if you've looked after your core and you have these, then we can start going into the topless, the pantyless, wearing your wigs, the adult X-rated dark arts of lottery poop coins. And this is 10% today. We might in the future, by might I mean definitely, you will eventually make that 15%, 25%. At the very end of the crypto cycle, because there are just going to be complete cash grabs at the very ends in the blow-off types that you just be like, hey, man, I'm just going to rotate into a couple of these, okay? That's what's eventually going to happen. So this is not the end of it, but it's a good base to start here, to open our minds to lottery. Now, I'm not going to spend any time on their tokenomics because I don't care about these. They're lotteries, man. You literally, their volatility is too much. It's not worth it. And there's thousands of these, thousands and thousands. I'm not exaggerating. You throw it in, close your eyes. Yes, it's 90% down every day. You just come back in a year. You come back in 2 years, wait until Ethereum's $8,000. Maybe these things go up 10, 20, 30, 40x. I don't know. That's the way to think about it, okay? So one of these I have is, I made a lottery poop coin video on 3. So there's Pixel AI. I had Pod Fast. Ticker was fast. I also had RMRK, Remark, all right? Apparently this is like some legit thing, but they're always legit. There's always legit. There's always people smart. There's always sponsorships. Who the hell cares, okay? Also, in this, okay, I want Shibarium ecosystem stuff in here, okay? So, Shib land, right? Your Shib metaverse land, right? I also have Kennel, okay? So that is one of the coins of the Shibarium ecosystem. don't even worry what it does, locking up liquidity. Who the hell cares? Honestly, who cares? You need Shibarium to launch, and it's just a way to get exposure to the ecosystem. You might you might want to add SHIB here, but it's just too big its size. Its market cap and the liquidity is just way too thick. If you're putting lottery ticket money, you may as well bet on, this is how I think about it, get exposure to the riskier part, the ecosystem. Because if SHIB does a 3x, which is like its peak, if SHIB does like a 300%, its ecosystem coins are probably going to go mental. Okay, SHIB's not going to go do a 40x by itself. That means its whole ecosystem probably did a 1000x. I doubt that's going to happen, okay? So I have Kennel, I have another coin called Tail. Watch, this is what the lottery coins are, friends. They're supposed to be building some perpetual trading decks for Shibarium, but nothing's out. I'm like, where's the updates? Just I leave it archived in my Telegram. Don't check it. I'm telling you, friend, don't check it. The ones you think are complete scams, just leave them alone. You will think you're getting completely rugged, and you are rugged if you sell. Just come back in 6, 12, 18 months. That's what it is, okay? You put tiny size in these, okay? Another one, okay, you can put Zen ecosystem. You want to mint some Zen, you can play around. I have DXN, okay? Because the first coin of the closed circle Ponzi's, maybe Phoenix comes later, right? So I have DXN now, and you're doing this staking thing. I'm just playing around. So these lotteries, they really are lotteries. And I want you to know, these lotteries it's your ticket into understanding the mindset of the new people coming into crypto, because they're going to come in for different narratives compared to 2021. And the 2021 narratives were different to 2017 and 2013, okay? Now, we don't know what the mindset is of the new people coming in. You know they have the same emotions. They have fear and greed and everything else. And you know maybe they use deodorant, maybe they drink orange juice from time to time, maybe they wear fluffy slippers too, but they're still going to make the same mistakes. You just don't know where they're going to make the mistakes. Okay, I hope this makes it clear. You don't know where they're going to make mistakes. You know they're going to go FOMO some stuff and get a bit fancy, but you don't know, what type of tutu they're wearing. You don't know what color their shoes are. We want to find that out, but the only way to find that out in a sea of 55,000 crypto altcoins, you have to throw some lottery tickets out, okay? So, if you notice, I'm starting to get a bit diverse. I have the Shibarium ecosystem here. I've got the Zen ecosystem. Maybe they continue to grow on the side here. Remark is to do with NFTs. Podfast is AI. Pixel AI, some other AI thing as well. So these are not done. I will add more as you're basically just swimming through a sea of dirt, and it's just dirt and sewage water. And eventually you're like, oh, wow, I found this cute little 4-leaf clover here, You put it in your pocket, and then you keep swimming because you're so far away from land. You're not even close. You're still drowning basically everywhere. We're only in 2023. More stories are going to develop. More ecosystems are going to come out. I just want to blow your mind. There could be a Polkadot narrative. There could be a Craptos narrative. There could just be anything. Someone makes a new game, metaverse. But the only way you'll believe in these and survive is if you consider what you're going to do in the lottery. I want to stress to you as well, you can remove this lottery. You get these. If you play the risk part of the curve, you got some chaining, you got some hex, you're gonna do fine. You don't actually need the lottery at all. Like I said, the lottery it's just because I'm gonna try to play every part of the cycle. I want to participate. I'm here every day, man. I can't sit here, press F5 refresh every single day and do nothing. Not gonna work, okay? But you can risk adjust, friends. That's why it's 10% lottery. 10%. I want you to know this, okay? So let's say Bitcoin goes into the next washing machine area up here, unfortunately, what's going to happen is, see how you have 90% core, 10% lottery down here, okay? So this is something to think about, okay? By the way, just to let you know, don't sell these coins. Don't sell your core coins for the lotteries. Do not do that. Put in cash savings. If you have Bitcoin, just spend a bit that, maybe spend a bit of ETH, but don't go sending any of your core. Absolutely dangerous to do that, right? If you don't have money for it, save up and get it from elsewhere. So you have a luxury, right? 90% core, 10% lottery. But the people in the middle, friends, who come here, they're going to have to do 50% core, 50% lottery. That's what they're going to do, probably. They're going to be like, oh, I'm going to put 20 grand in Chainlink, and then I'm going to 20 grand in all these lottery coins. That's what they're actually going to do up here. And that's because they won't have Ethereum up here. They won't buy Bitcoin, probably, most people, because you can't. Well, you're going to buy Bitcoin at 50K, and get out at your 2x? Congratulations. And towards the end of the cycle, what people are probably going to have to do is, I'm not even joking, just full 100% lottery. And there will be 3 poopy emojis. That's how absolute garbage, late stage euphoria this is going to be. So when people start to come in 100% lottery, this is why we're going to have our ears perked up. And if you're listening, please grab one of your ears and just raise it to the ceiling so that you're confirming that your ears are perked up to listen to what I have to say. When you see the YouTube influencers, the Twitter influencers, the YouTube comment section, the Twitter comment section, when you hear of people coming into crypto to just buy absolute garbage, that's the end, friends. That's because they're coming in with 100% lottery portfolio allocation most of the time. Once you start to see this, once I start to see this, I'll be telling you, hey, I know you're going to want to squirt that water pistol and just super soak me in the face, but, and here I am, I'm going to apologize before I say it, it's now time to wind down the party. You guys have been partying way too hard. You're peaking out of your mind. Your heart rate's like 140. You haven't slept in 2 days. You haven't eaten, and your jawline is absolutely munted. I'm sorry. You need some rest. That's the end of it, friends. And by the way, at this lottery part, everyone will be saying the bull market is just getting started. Okay. So that is going to be the very, very end. You can see how this poop, this is uncertain. This is where you can just you wake up one day, you get a minus 60% candle and everyone's lost everything. Okay. That's why we are in the juicy landsy, 90% core, 10% lottery. So I've gone through the coins here. Don't worry about their tokenomics. Honestly, if the way I see it is, if you have to spend more than 60 seconds thinking about their tokenomics and their coins, you shouldn't even be buying it, okay? It's not a lottery ticket. Just throw it away. I'm going to delete these right now. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to look at them. They're too depressing, okay? That's what it is. When you look at them, it's not meant to be like that, friends. They pop out of nowhere, okay? So focus on your core coins. This is what you should be doing on. It should be accumulating as much as you can. Super mega aggressive. If you've run out of money and you're heavily tilted to Bitcoin and Ethereum, like some of you are, I would start deploying them. Hex versus Ethereum, still below halfway point. Uni versus Ethereum, cheap. Chainlink versus Ethereum, very cheap. Poor pleb, same thing. Maybe you want to deploy some of your ETH when Pulse Chain launches, get some PulseX, Pulse Chain, right? There's also going to be Hedron and Acosta. I'm still waiting for the Pulse Chain launch just to confirm everything. So focus on your core friends. These are your path to friendship, and I'll catch you soon. And please, you know what to do. You go to your mum and your dad and you tell them you love them with all your heart.